In the small town of Westport, Connecticut, a drone is scanning for COVID-19 symptoms. And the reaction here is, well, mixed. Police have been flying drones here since 2016 for everything from traffic management to search and rescue. And they can use them to spot and warn people who are gathered too closely. But now, Dragonfly, the company that makes the drones, claims they can also detect whether you're running a fever, sneezing, or coughing heavily, all through a single camera flying 40 feet overhead.
Subtle differences are on like a millimeter type of basis. So if somebody's coughing, like this or like this, it's actually quite a different type of cough actually that they're detecting.
In a pandemic, we'll see the elevated temperatures, we'll see the increase in blood pressure, we'll see the flushed skin. So to have the technology available for future incidents, whether it be COVID related or something else that comes our way, I think we need to prepare for that.
This is the first time Americans have been scanned for symptoms in this way, and there are skeptics.
I don't know that this technology could distinguish between somebody with COVID-19 and somebody with influenza. I'm inclined to doubt it.
Not to mention that many infected people never exhibit obvious symptoms. And even if it does work, are we ready to be scanned from the air?
The involvement of the police makes me more worried about how this technology might have what we sometimes call function creep, in that it is used and designed for one purpose, but then it gets repurposed for other things.
Do you believe that we're going to have to strike some kind of necessary compromise with the desire for privacy in order to get out of this thing?
Public health has built into it the need sometimes to invade people's privacies.
The chief says it's all just research, but the police will see and save everything.
By no means will we single out an individual and say, hey, look, you look like your temperature is elevated.
Will you be hanging on to data that Dragonfly is collecting, or does that somehow go around you?
Any missions, so to speak, that we fly with our drones, we keep those records.
The ACLU of Connecticut responded this week saying that any new surveillance measure that isn't being advocated for by public health professionals and restricted solely for public health use should be promptly rejected.
Do we really want to be entering into convention centers if they don't have a health monitoring system that can give us an indication or a reading of what is the potential risk?
Keep a safe distance of 6 feet from others.
There's the side of me that say, this is very science fiction.
I feel like I've seen this movie.
I feel the same way, but at the same time, it's reality. It's our new reality.
So they're already doing this in China. Please just go to YouTube and type in China, social credit system. You can even type in coronavirus after that. Please just look and see what they do with this technology, okay? They will lock you in a COVID camp if you display these symptoms. And we all know how ridiculous that is. You cannot see what type of virus somebody's infected with a drone camera, let alone the actual science behind germ theory. We're not going to get into that. Look up murder by mouth on Rumble if you want to know more about that. But I just wanted to say this is absolutely insane, and this is how they plan to take over the world. Another aspect of this is taking the guns. Today they actually made it so you need to have a background check to get ammunition in New York. Look that up. This is absolutely insane. And if you're not awake yet, wake up, join the fight, stay vigilant, and be ready, because they will try to take over next pandemic. I've followed the White Rabbit. Have you?